US President Donald Trump has said that Iran wants to make a deal, even as Washington sharply escalates its military presence in the Middle East. Speaking to reporters, Trump confirmed that the United States is sending more warships toward the region, describing it as a show of strength combined with diplomatic pressure. Trump said, "We're now sending actually a larger number of ships to Iran, and hopefully we'll make a deal. If we do make a deal, that's good. If we don't make a deal, we'll see what happens." When asked if Iran has been given a deadline to agree to a deal in return for protection, Trump responded cryptically, saying only they know for sure. Pressed further on whether that message had been conveyed to Tehran, Trump replied, "Yeah, I have." The US president also appeared to downplay the military deployment, saying the ships have to float someplace, adding that the situation remains rough and unpredictable. Trump claimed that past US pressure had forced Iranian authorities to step back from severe actions, saying that strong warnings had made Tehran pull back. Trump concluded by repeating his belief that negotiations are still possible, saying, "We'll see what happens. I can say this, they do want to make a deal." Tensions between Washington and Tehran have surged dramatically in recent weeks, following a violent crackdown on protests across Iran by its clerical leadership. The unrest has drawn international condemnation and hardened the US stance. According to officials and media reports, Washington's preconditions for renewed talks are steep. They include a halt to Iran's nuclear program, strict limits on its ballistic missile capabilities, and an end to Iran's support for regional proxy groups. However, Iran has categorically rejected these demands. A senior Iranian official told Reuters that curbing Iran's missile program is a key US demand, a red line Tehran refuses to cross. Iranian experts say negotiations under such preconditions are impossible. Arash M. Akabri, an Iranian international relations expert, said talks with the United States would not move forward unless Washington drops these demands altogether. He said, "If we are going to deal with our ballistic missiles, our national security is getting threatened. Negotiations on our defensive capabilities are out of the table. If America is not willing to get rid of these preconditions, any talks would never happen. Or if they happen, there will be no results." Akabri also warned that the growing US military presence near Iranian waters could itself trigger a serious confrontation. He accused the United States of attempting to create a de facto maritime blockade. He said, "They're trying to build some sort of a blockade through the Hormuz Strait, from the Persian Gulf to international waters, to pressure Iran's economy. Any act of blockade is an act of war, an act of aggression, and Iran has the right to react immediately and proportionately." Trump has earlier warned that a massive armada, led by the aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln, is moving toward Iran, insisting that time is running out for Tehran to reach a deal. For now, diplomacy and confrontation appear to be running in parallel. While Trump says Iran wants a deal, Tehran says it will not negotiate under threat. As military forces surge and rhetoric hardens, the coming days could determine whether this standoff ends at the negotiating table or spirals into a wider regional conflict.